while I'm at work. I can't really focus until she's done work cooking because she be saying some stuff make you get up and get out your chair. So take each of the messages. Let's make sure we support her and go and subscribe to her content because she's doing an amazing, amazing job over there. I appreciate you. Have you ever felt? Are you listening? Damn.
Hey y'all, what's up? We about to break something down this morning. How y'all doing? Yeah. Is marriage an equal partnership? Huh? We about to get into it. Huh? We about to get into it. Is marriage an equal partnership? Come on, y'all. Let me know. Put it in the chat. All right, let's get it in. Is marriage an equal partnership? Break it down, y'all. Some of y'all kings already wrote some good stuff, but we about to get into it, honey. We about to start some trouble, y'all. We about to start some trouble. It's only Wednesday, but we about to start some trouble.
This creates chaos.
Shout out to Black Men Unfiltered for the intro music. What's going on, y'all? Okay. I'm sorry. About to replay it one more time. Okay, y'all. Listen. I put in something last night. No, it was early this morning. I put in something. I said, is marriage an equal partnership? And why this is brought to the forefront today is because I was on Black Men Unfiltered. Okay. Shout out to Black Men Unfiltered. I was on his channel last night and we had a panel. It was a lot of brothers and two sisters. So now, and I was included. So now they brought up a lot of interesting topics. And I just want to put my 2 cents in each topic. So my first thing I want to dissect real quick is marriage an equal partnership? I want us to dissect this. Susie, good morning. Good morning, dear. How you doing? Says, good morning, sister from the UK. How you doing, honey? So we going to break this down. PSA, the first woman was created to be a helpmate. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. 904, that's nasty. Okay, here we go. No, it's not just giving you 100% and I give my 100%. All I ask for. Ooh, okay, all right. So we about to get into this, okay? Digger 111, I see what you got in there. So we about to get into this. Now, yesterday on Black Men Unfiltered, it was a big debate. It was a big debate. And some brothers got heated. They were upset. And one stormed off, okay? And I'm going to share something with you. And this is just a little tidbit. I have watched my king, my own king. I have watched him get upset with friends of his, but he always leave with dignity. He always do. This is why I love my king so much, because he can get into a situation where everything will go haywire. It will go crazy, but you will never see him sweat. You will never see him sweat. Good morning, King. How you doing, honey? You will never see him sweat. He will be calm when he talks. You can't get him to curse you out or get angry, okay? So shout out to Mr. Payne, R. Payne. Shout out to R. Payne. He handled that situation very well. And it blew my mind because the way this person on the panel had cursed him, I didn't like it. Because you can have disagreements, right? I want to start with this first, y'all. You can have disagreements, but as men, you shouldn't get indignant with each other, you know? Because when we get upset with each other, right? When we get upset, women do it too. When they get upset, they curse each other out. If they don't like what you say, they curse each other out. Good morning, Ricky. Ricky, I want equal rights, sir. I want equal rights this morning. So now, this is the thing. I didn't like the fact that our pain was cursed out. I didn't like that. It broke me because He's the older man. No one should be cursing the elder out. I don't care how upset the elder make you. You got to walk away. And good morning, Mr. He says, so I had saw my king in many occasions that he will rise above nonsense. He will actually start talking to you like you're a child, even if you're a grown man. Yeah, Trey did it. Mr. He said. So he was heated because he didn't agree with what our pain said. And I understand it's okay that you don't have to agree with everything somebody say. But as a man, this is what I believe as a man, okay? And what I seen in my own king, even when people don't agree with what he say, he never gets that to the point where he gonna curse you out. He will tell you what it is and he'll walk away. That's how my king is. He's just like that. Smooth like Sunday morning. Shout out to my king. And it wasn't handled properly. He got upset and he walked off. Well, walked off mean he shut off his computer. Hey, fat cat, how you doing, honey? Mrs. She said, how you doing, my dear? So that whole scenario shocked me, but I just stayed humble. I was just looking, okay. And that leads me to another conversation, because we're going to get to the nitty gritty, but I just want to share something with y'all. Never disrespect an elder, even if you don't like what they say. They've been on this earth longer than you. They've seen a lot more. Even though they may not be in tune or hit with what's going on, if they're trying to give you good advice, take the advice. Or sometimes you could just listen and take bits and pieces of the advice. You don't have to take the whole advice. I'm just saying. Because some elders have nonsense. They talk foolery. You can't listen to everything they say. But the ones who have common sense, you should listen. They've been here on this earth longer than you. That's just my opinion. And the way the situation was handled, right? The way the situation was handled is that you can disagree with an elder. Listen, I do not agree with every man on that panel. When we do Talk Tuesdays, I don't agree with every man on that panel. But I don't get indignant. I know my place. You know what I'm saying? I don't get indignant. Now, can I get indignant? Yeah, I can get indignant. But the way my king raised me, I don't get indignant like that. It take a lot. I have to reassess the situation and pull back. So I didn't like that part that happened last night, because we should always respect our elders. Even when they talking rah-rah, just say, okay, thank you, and walk away. We don't have to curse our elders out. Now, maybe later he might say he was playing, but the way he stormed off the channel, that didn't make sense to me. It was giving a lot of son husband. Yeah, it was giving a lot. And I'm gonna share something with you. When our boys are raised by women, they have their mother's tendencies. They do. Because women do that. We storm off. We get upset. We walk away. If we don't use logic properly, you can destroy. First of all, we don't have logic like men, unless you were groomed under a king. Then your logic will change. Because with my king, my logic has changed because I'm groomed under him. Even though my girls and everybody, we all supposed to be groomed under my king. They're supposed to be groomed under their king. And I was supposed to be groomed under my father. But I didn't have that strong male role model. And my father was a weekend daddy because I was the side chick baby. You understand? I'm not throwing no shots at my daddy, but it's the truth. And so my husband had to raise me to have understanding. You know what I'm saying? So now, with that whole situation, that shocked me, because I like the panel. I like to rock with Black Man Unfiltered on Tuesdays. I do. But it shocked me because I don't agree with everything everybody say. Sometimes when Mr. Bennett get up there talking, shout out to Mr. Bennett, I don't agree with everything he say. Some of the stuff I think is wrong. I do. I'm not going to lie to you. And he is a full-grown pastor. He been preaching, I don't know, God knows how long. He's a scholar, Shout out to Mr. Bennett, much respect. But I never got on the panel and got indignant with this man. I have never got on the panel and got indignant with him. So I was a little topsy-turvy because Trey got indignant with our pain. So we're gonna stop that conversation. We're gonna stop because I digress. That's what happened. You feel me? Hey Tracy, how you doing, honey? So then the next situation was we were talking about um raising young men. Okay. Raising young men. And I'm gonna share something with you. This is just my opinion, but boys belong with their fathers. Girls do too, but boys belong with their fathers for them to grow. If you and your husband are separated, or you and the father are no longer together, boys should be with their father. I'm dead serious. I ain't lying to you because I wish that I would have thought of that when my first son was young, because at least he could have been groomed under his father. I'm not trying to say, oh, his father is this, his father is that. I'm not. But his father is a man. He's a man. And the boy children should be groomed under their father. They should not have to go to some boarding school, okay, to be groomed under men when they have an able-bodied father that's able to take care of them. And sometimes we sit up here to make excuses and say, well, I don't believe the father lives well. Well, I'm going to share something with you. To me, it doesn't matter how the father lived. The children need to be under him. Those boys need to be under him, because what's going to happen is they are going to have their mother tendencies. Everything will hurt them. Any little thing that you say that they don't like will hurt them. And you do not want to have a young man that everything that you say to him, it bothers him, because the young man can become dangerous when he get older. Now, that was a topic we was talking about, and that's why I wanted to jump in on that real quick. Now to the main event. Is marriage an equal partnership? And a lot of y'all put in the comment section, no. Some of y'all said yes, and I was surprised, but y'all probably the younger ones that don't understand. This word that they have taken to say this is a partnership, okay? This word that they have taken to say that this is a partnership, this is not a good word to use in a marriage. It's not a good word to use in a marriage. But now, with all these people and influencers, they will tell you marriage is a partnership. But I'm going to share something with you. How can marriage be a partnership when you expect if something go left in the house, or if something go left in the streets, right? Your king is expected to rise above and get you out of safety. He is expected to die for you, to make sure his family is safe. So how can marriage be a partnership? I don't like that word. I don't like how we use it so loosely, that marriage is a partnership. Because when you pregnant, right? I'm talking to the sisters, when you pregnant and you're not able to do what you need to do, is that still a partnership? Because a partnership is 50-50. That's what a partnership is. Now, Trey did say something that I did like. I like this, what Trey said. He said that you have to explain to the woman, marriage can be a partnership, but you have to explain the levels of partnership. But I'm going to share something with you. When you tell a woman that it is partnership, this is the only thing she hears. I'm just calling a spade, baby. Good morning, Big Cooper. How you doing, honey? Tracy, how you doing, baby? So that's the problem I have. Is it a partnership? I believe it can't be a partnership. It can't be, because if the man is the one that is going out to do everything each and every day to make sure there's a roof over your head, to make sure there's food on the table, right? To make sure all these things, how can this be a partnership? How can it be, baby? It can't be a partnership. That doesn't make sense. Now I'm gonna share something with you. I said this on Sir Hill Speaks a couple months ago. I say maybe 8 or 9 months ago. I said my husband is the coach and I'm the quarterback. Just, some sports analogy. I just said that. My husband is the coach and I'm the quarterback. So my husband tells me how to move this play, and I take the ball and I run with it. That's how it's supposed to be. But because the Western world don't believe in that, they don't believe in that. They believe that equal rights. That's why they tell you equal rights. But when shit go left, who do they look at? They looking at the king. They're not looking at the woman. They are looking at the king. If anything go left, this is who they looking at. Marriage, politics. Oh, okay. Our Pain, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Let me just give you a little. Our Pain said, I just happened to be here. I like my brother Trey. I went to sleep uneasy thinking about the dust up because I definitely meant no disrespect to Trey. We will smooth it out later, as we always do. Our Pain, you are a scholar and a gentleman, sir. You are a scholar and a gentleman. I was just talking about it too. So just like you said that you would smooth it out, I'm quite sure you would, because my king is like that too. So I'm quite sure you would, sir. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And I say, baby, how you doing? So when I say this, that marriage is a partnership, and social media say marriage is a partnership, it could never be, baby. It could never be. These women influencers are lying to you, honey. It could never be it's never a partnership. It is never, because if anything go left, they're looking at him. They're not even looking at you. And you might have made all the decisions, right? But it was him to follow the decisions. So if a man follows his wife's decision, I'm going to share something with y'all. You're going to be mad. If a man follow his wife's decision, who can he blame? He can't blame nobody but himself. And God going to be looking at him two-sided. He can't blame nobody but himself. Let me see what you put in here, baby. Society should not be in your marriage thoughts, but each its own on this topic. I feel it should be a partnership, both parties doing their role. Okay. So I'm going to share something with you. Why I say partnership should not be used, right? Why I say partnership should not be used is because it's not a partnership. It's not. Because partnership means equal. It means equal. You doing your equal part. So if the mortgage is $2,000, right? Okay. Say the mortgage $2,000. We're gonna split that in half. Now, if the husband make more than you and you make less, of course, where's the money coming from? Where's the money coming from? If you only work 30 hours or 25 hours a week because you have to tend to the house, you have to tend to the children, you can't work a full-time job, you can't push hours like he do. So, is it still a partnership? Anybody can answer. Is it still a partnership? Because a partnership mean equal. I don't know where y'all get that from. Now, is it that she knows her role and he knows his role. Merchant says, so is it or is it not? It's not a partnership. That's my opinion. It's not a partnership. A merchant said it's close to one. I'm gonna share something with you. If y'all want to say it's a partnership, right? If you want to say it's a partnership, then the husband is the president. He has to be the president. He has to be the owner of the company. He has to be the owner, because if anything go left, he's the one that is going to be blamed. It's not going to be her. It's going to be him. Now I'm gonna share something with you as well. This is so difficult to explain because you have so many different minds that want to put something in. But if you want to say that this is what it is, then you have to bring everything 50-50. Yeah, we have to stop calling it a partnership. You have to bring everything 50-50. Because if you go and do a partnership with another man, you can't tell this man, oh, I only got $500 to put in. He gonna tell you, well, then you no longer a partner. You no longer a partner. I have to find somebody else. And because women don't understand this concept, they get upset when you say, they get upset when you say, you not my partner. You my helpmate. Because we are helpmates. We are not partners. Because y'all want to take a word that means something else. And that's not what it's supposed to be used for. Masha, how are you, honey? So I'm just in my mind and what I think, okay? I can't speak for everybody. But in my mind and what I think is that you have to understand this before you get married. Understand this before you get married. Lay it to the forefront of how the marriage will be conducted. Because if this is a partnership and she says it's a partnership and you say it's a partnership, she gonna do what the hell she want to do, and you ain't gonna be able to do nothing because she gonna tell you this is a partnership. I'm just saying. She gonna tell you that. She's not gonna have any respect for you. That 50-50 stuff, y'all gotta throw that out the window. That stuff doesn't make sense. Because there will be times where you won't have enough and he makes more. There may be times where she has more and he makes less. But does that not still make him the king of that household? And this is the thing in the Black community. If the man makes less, right? Let me repeat it one more time. If the man makes less, is he not the king of the household? See, in the Western world, we have this so confused because if you make more, then you think you are the overseer of the house. You are the king of the house. Okay? You think you are because you make more. And I want to share something with you, ladies. I want to share something with you. And gentlemen as well, if you want to listen. Once you give a woman the rings of kingship, that means you're not working. You're not working. You're not doing anything. Once you give this woman the rings of kingship, she not going to give it back to you. She going to run with it. Never give your kingship up. I don't care where you work at. Never give your kingship up. Because once you give it up and she has dominion over your kingship, you will never get it back. Merchant said, I make more, I do more. My responsibility is higher than hers. My king as well. My king makes more than me. But there was a time in our marriage in the beginning, I made more than him. It varies sometimes. I made more than him. But my husband quickly put me in my place and told me, I am still your husband. You didn't come to marry me. I came to marry you. You didn't buy your wedding ring. I bought you the wedding ring. You have my last name. I don't have yours. So now in the Western world, if you make less, you are considered the helpmate. I had a woman tell me her husband is the helpmate because she makes more than him. Now, is that correct? Is that correct? Because she make more than him, the husband is the helpmate. Me and her had a heated discussion. And I told her, baby, you wrong. I don't care how many years you've been married. You wrong. You cannot say your husband is the helpmate. He's not designed for that. That's why I say, my brothers, never give up your kingship. I don't care where you work at. I don't care where you work at. Your house, you must have dominion over your own house and your children. I'm just stating the facts. Because when you let her have dominion, she gonna run with it and she'll never respect you. I'm telling you for facts. I'm not just speaking out of the side of my mouth. I'm telling you the truth. You are correct, sir, because the man is the head. Is true. But in the Western world, we believe that whoever makes more is the head. That's what we believe. Whoever makes more is the head. And that's not true. Males have been from the beginning of time, have been the leaders. And because and somebody said in the chat last night on Black Men Unfiltered that since y'all say men are the leaders, why is the world so messed up? And I'm going to share with you why. Because the Western world has told women, you are better. You are better. And they begin to spread that all over to different parts of the world. And all over different parts of the world, it won't work because they have tradition. America doesn't have tradition. That's why it's easy for them to elevate the women and not the men. They don't have tradition. It's easy to dismiss men, okay, and treat them like garbage than do it to women. Because why? Women are the consumers. Women vote. Just like in church. Just like in church. Women are the ones who fill up that collection plate. So pastor gonna always make sure that the sermon ain't gonna be nothing about baby mamas, ain't gonna be nothing about fornication, ain't gonna be nothing about adultery. It ain't gonna be none of that stuff. Pastor gonna make sure he don't say none of that stuff because he do not want the congregation to be mad with him. He gonna get up there and do a two-step dance and say thank you Jesus and scream all over and everything and then pass the collection plate. But at the end of the service, you don't know what he said. Shout out to Black Men Unfiltered. At the end of the service, you don't know what you were taught. All you remember is that pastor preached that word today. That's all you remember. Now, back to the story at hand. That's how the way I feel. Marriage isn't just like I wrote in my topic today. Is marriage an equal partnership? I don't believe it is. I don't. No one can sit up here and tell me that it is, because one thing I say this is how I crush the whole concept of this. My husband has to die for me if something happens in this house. He has to die for me and our children so we could get out safely. Yes, a woman is not deemed to die for her family. She's not. She's not. Okay? She's not deemed to do that. That's not in her to do that. Now, can she She could fight them off. She could fight the best way she can, but she's not the one that's supposed to go to war. The man is the one that dies for his family. So it can never be equal partnership. Anything that happen, anything that go left, the man is responsible. And this is the thing that we miss in our culture. You can have this man steer the boat. You said it's 50-50, right? So y'all steering the boat. He got one side, you got the other side. And if you swing this boat, okay, if you swing this boat into any rocks or anything, right? They're looking at him. They're not going to look at anybody else. They're going to be looking at him. This could never be equal. Y'all have to get that out your head. Even if you and him are splitting the bills, it could never be equal, because I'm going to share with you why. If anything go left in this marriage, they blame the man. The man will always be blamed. That's why, my brothers, if you have kingship, keep your kingship. You have been given this from birth, your kingship. Never give your kingship to your wife. Once you give your kingship to your wife, you never gonna get it back. You never gonna get it back, baby. She gonna run with it. You not gonna get it back. I don't care where you work at, baby. I don't care where you work at. Keep hustling. If you gotta do 2 jobs, baby, do 2 jobs. Never lose your kingship, because women do not look at men the same when they not working. First thing they think in their mind, why this ninja always on the couch? Why he ain't never busy? Then you only lost your job, it's been a month, only a month. He's supposed to be out there looking for work. But let her lose her job. She'll be out that job for 6 months to a year, and you won't say peep. Because why? Why wouldn't you say anything? Because she taking care of the home. She taking care of the children. You like that she's around more. So you don't say nothing. And sometimes she'll come with you, oh, baby, I know things is hard and you working all these hours. And then what will you say? You will say, baby, it's okay. It's okay, because I like that you home. I like that you're around the children more. You understand? There's a difference. My brothers, never give up your kingship. I don't care how things happen. Never give up your kingship. Okay? Good morning, Gems. How are you, my dear? It's good to see you. Tracy said, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, I forgot to say that earlier. And I think I forgot to say my intro. I forgot to say, good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. So I didn't say that. I just jumped into the topic because the topic was on my mind all last night when I went upstairs. Okay. Every woman in the world is not like that. That's a sticky statement, a sticky statement. Okay, dear, you right. It could be. It could be. It's just my statement. But what I'm telling y'all is that change your mindset. Change your mindset. This partnership thing don't make sense. Okay? And if you want to think of it as a partnership, my brothers, don't say it's a partnership. Just delegate how you want this marriage to go. Make sure you talk to her before you even put the ring on her finger. Explain to her what you expect from her. When she get this ring on her finger, explain to her what I expect from you. Why y'all dating? Because you vetting her. So you want to explain this. Okay? You don't want to be coming up talking about it's a partnership. Once you tell a woman it's a partnership, this is clear. This is clear it's going to go left. We already know this is clear it's going to go left. Okay? We shouldn't be afraid of words, LOL. Yes, we should not. But when you tell a woman this is partnership, this is not going to go in your favor. I'm just letting you know. Okay? It's not going to go in your favor. So just explain how you want the marriage to delegate. Because remember, she has to come on to your program. And because we live in a Western world, we don't believe that. It's however it go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to say what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do. And ain't nobody going to say nothing to me. This is how the Western world, how we've been raised and how we've been taught that this makes sense. But it doesn't make sense. See, in the Western world, they teach our men to be weak. Yeah, I said it. They teach our men to be weak so they won't have enough courage to dominate their family. They want the woman to dominate the family. So now if anything go left, guess who looking at you? The wife looks at the husband. She can't look at Zaddy, even though Zaddy gave her the elevation. That's the government. Even though Zaddy gave her the elevation, she can't look at Zaddy. She looking at her husband if anything go wrong. That's the problem, my brothers. Just like in the Garden of Eden. God knew it was Eve that ate from the forbidden tree. But who did he call forth? He called Adam forth. He said, Adam, where art thou? He called Adam first. So my brothers, I want you to know if anything go left in your family, you the one that's responsible. So we can't say partnership, because if we want to say partnership, then why God didn't call Eve too? He said, Adam, where art thou? Why didn't he say, Eve, where art thou? Too. Why didn't he say that? He did not. He called Adam forth. Okay, Merchant said, I'm sorry, but my wife is my partner. She's my partner and my wife. Merchant, you listen, that's your house. That's your house, sir. I'm not telling you how to delegate your house. Please don't get it twisted, sir. I'm not telling you how to govern your house. I'm just making my own opinion. That's all. I'm not telling you how to govern your house. But I'm saying to my other following, if anything go left, it will always be his fault. It will always be his fault. So we got to understand that marriage is not a partnership. Now, what type of partnership you want to play it to be, that's your business. But if anything go awry, everybody is looking at you. Everybody looking at you, baby. They're not going to look at Eve. They're going to be looking at you. Anything go crazy in my house and in our marriage, my husband family is looking at my husband. They won't look at me. They're going to look at him and say, you wasn't raised like this. You know that you have to do this. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Baby, y'all got to rethink this thing. It doesn't make sense. Rethink it, honey. Rethink it. It doesn't make sense. My dear, you said, as long as God is present in your marriage, do what works for y'all. Find someone who loves you like God and want to have worry about being belittled when life tests us. Okay. And I said, this doesn't even make sense. Where did God mention partnership in the Bible? You speaking facts, baby. But they make this word up themselves. Because he didn't say that. If it was a partnership, he would have called Eve too. But then you have some women that they get offended by this when you talk like this. They get offended because most of the time people don't want to hear the truth. They'll say what works for you is what works for you. This is what they will say. Yeah, playing with fire, make up your own rules. This is true. Play with fire. You make up your own rules, and thank you, my dear. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for the $2 super chat. She said, y'all playing with fire, making up your own rules. You are. You are. Because understand, if you don't understand where your roles come from, right? If you don't understand the roles of being a husband or a wife, most of the time this thing will go left. I'm just saying. Okay. Bay says, I said that too. Partnership is LGBTQ language. Oh, okay, honey. Let me see. Urban, hi Urban. What's going on, honey? Context is everything. You have been having, you've been having. She is a partner in a sense of she is your better half. Okay, so Urban says she is a partner in the sense of being your better half. So I have a lot of men that will say yes, it is a partnership, and I have a lot of women that says it is a partnership. And then I have a lot of people on YouTube that say it's not a partnership. And in my own case, I don't believe it's a partnership. You have to call it something else. You have to call it something else. All right. And I said God didn't say that. He didn't. He didn't say it. He did not say it's a partnership, but you will have people that will say it's a partnership. But that is their opinion if you believe so. But I'm going to share something with you. If you really is a true believer, because you have people that will say they are a believer. If you are a true believer of the Most High, you know that there is a natural order. You know that the natural order is God, man, woman, and child. Okay? Tracy said, God said, help me. He sure did. He said, help me. But we use these words and we switch them around to fit the narrative. Y'all know that, right? That's how they do on social media. Urban said it is not an equal partnership. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Okay. I understand. The man is the head tiger of the situation. What I said is human behavior observe every major culture. It's a union between two people and not a partnership we are equally yoked through. Well, I like that one, honey. That's nice. Okay. And I said, who is in charge of getting married today? It's the man, baby. He has always been in charge of getting married. Now we are in charge of sex. Women are in charge of sex. But men are the one who deem you to be wife or not. I'm just speaking facts. I'm just telling y'all. Now I know this is not a rowdy day, how we get into it, how we, I'm doing all the sounds and stuff because I want y'all to understand this. Because no matter how this marriage go, the man will be blamed first and foremost. He will be the one at the brunt of all this. He is the one that will be responsible. When God call him, it will be him. He won't call you. He's going to call your husband first. It will not be you. Anything that you have done, you will not get called. God is looking at your husband. He's saying, why did you let her do that? When I said in my word, she's not supposed to do that. I'm just saying. Okay, dear, I see what you said. I understand you perfectly. I still do not agree, and it's okay. It's dangerously to judge every woman based off the woman you encounter. This is true, and it's dangerously bad as well when women judge men and all by just one man, right? But we do. Because if we have been hurt, if we have been broken, we judge all men like that. It is completion. Eve came from Adam. I like that. Urban says too many base their position. It's true. They do. We don't go by the word of God. we go and sugarcoat it and steam it and shake it until it fits our narrative. Aminai says partnerships are not always 50-50. So that doesn't open the door for you to call marriage a partnership. This is true. It doesn't. But you should have heard the conversation last night. Now, I will always say this analogy, and I have been saying it from the beginning of me and my husband marriage, that my husband is the coach and I'm the quarterback. And he delegates the plays and I run them. That's how a marriage is supposed to be. You are the helpmate. And because we have been groomed to believe other things, we have been taught to believe other stuff, we think that what God says is outdated. Because you will have people that will sit up on panels and say, God message is outdated. You will hear people say it. His message is outdated. It was for that times then. But God did say, still keep my laws and commandments. But we don't do that. We don't do that. I'm just saying, think about it. I said partnerships aren't always, I got that one already. Green Bean said, nope, not on the original purpose. It's on paper now. You are throwing dimes now, Miss Lady. Okay, Polished Brother said, amen. The Bible doesn't have an expiration date. Oh, I love that, Almond Eyes. I love that, sweetie. The Bible doesn't have expiration dates. It doesn't. Leonardo, thank you. Leonard, I hope I'm saying your name right, baby. Thank you so much for the 3 badges. I greatly appreciate that. I like what you said, Aminash. You said the Bible doesn't have an expiration date, but you will have people that will tell you that that is outdated. Yeah. They will tell you what the Bible is saying is outdated. It may be in the Bible. It may be in the Bible, but it's outdated. It doesn't fit the narrative of today. But God still said, keep my laws and my commandments. So now which one is right? I want to understand that. Be Youthful says, if my husband want me to be equal and not the head. Oh, okay. If my husband wants me to be equal and not the head to lead the household, might as well we both wear the pants. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's nasty, Be Youthful. That's nasty. You coming with some smoke this morning. That's nasty. If my husband want me to be equal and not the head to lead the household, might as well we both wear the pants. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, I'm gonna leave you right there with that one, baby. All I'm saying is rethink the nonsense that a lot of people push the narrative. Rethink it, honey, because I'm gonna share with you why I say this. Once a woman get the rings of kingship, ain't nothing you could tell her. Ain't nothing you could tell her. That's why you think it's so hard for when a woman gets married and she has never been under a king tutelage. She has never been under a king before. This man has to fight her tooth and nail for her to release. Oh no, Bay said just go ahead and say God is wrong. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know. People doing nonsense. I can't say God is wrong. His word has never changed. But you'll have people say his word has changed. So y'all, listen, this topic is heavy. This topic is heavy because people don't want to understand the truth. They don't want to understand it. They want to understand what they think is right. And then when the chips go left, then who are they looking at? They looking at the man. Okay. Now, Merchant said, do what's best for you and yours. This is what Merchant said. Now, Green Bean said the system of getting married is my reason for not getting married. Yes, we all know that. We all know that the system doesn't favor the man. Okay. Uh, Leonard says his word remains today, tomorrow, and forevermore. Amen to that one, sir. Aminai says your husband out of order and to have you mess up with that mess. Ooh, your husband is out of order. Let me see. No, thank you. I want to be straight and I want to be straight in the afterlife. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. I'm with you, Eyes. I'm with you. Because um when the husband is the head, right? And I keep telling y'all this, when he's the head, he's the one that has to answer to God. He's the one. Can you actually stand in his shoes and answer to God? I'm just saying. It's something ain't right. Something is not right. I'm trying to read somebody comment, y'all. I'm sorry for disconnecting. Something is not right. Okay. We got to understand that marriage can never be an equal partnership. Now, people will say it's a partnership, but I don't like to use that word because once once she have in her mind that this is a partnership, it's not going to go the way you think. It's not. I see women who always say, I'm in a my husband is my partner. But she's the same one that can get indignant with him in public. She the same one that can curse him out. You know, I always tell y'all that you can love a man all you want. You can love him all you want, baby. I'm dead serious. You can love him all you want. But if you don't have respect for him, you can be indignant to this man. You can treat him like garbage. Because sometimes most women, we take words and we run with it the opposite way. And that's not what it's meant to do. I'm just saying, think about it. Think about it. Because Minister Farrakhan said that a man cannot govern over something that he can't control. I hope I'm saying it right. A man cannot govern over something he can't keep. He can't control it. Just like when you have a woman go out, y'all together, right? And you at some club, right? You at a club or something like that. Or you went out to dinner. And somebody says something disrespectful to her, maybe fresh or whatever. And you said to her, baby, don't worry about that. Let's go. Let's just leave. Okay. And she get upset and like, nah, I'm gonna say what I want to say to him, this and that, whatever. At this point, this woman can make you lose your life right there at that point. Because you don't know what those brothers have on them while they in the club that could take you out. So if a man cannot, if he cannot structure or govern over a woman, there's no need to be called husband. There's no need to even get married. If you can't govern over this woman doesn't relinquish her reins of control, of being respectful, of being obedient. I know y'all don't like that word, that's why I say it. Of being obedient, okay? It doesn't work. It doesn't work because he cannot protect you. He can't. He can't protect you. You can't protect something that you can't control. Because in order for you to protect this person, they have to be able to listen. Do you understand? They have to be able to listen. How does this apply to men that isn't religious? Well, I'm going to share something with you. In the Bible, it doesn't say that the husband is supposed to, and I just want to make sure I got this right. It doesn't say in the Bible that the husband is supposed to be let me see. Let me make sure I got this right. Just because your husband doesn't attend church, he doesn't believe in the Most High, that doesn't mean you're not supposed to listen to him. You're still supposed to be obedient to your husband. God didn't say that he's supposed to be religious. God didn't say that. Now, before you marry this man, you're supposed to make sure he has a connection with God, because then you won't be equally yoked, my sister, if you go and marry an unbeliever. Okay? But within your marriage, if both of y'all was unbelievers and now you have gotten saved, right? And your husband has not gotten saved, that doesn't give you the right to be indignant to him. You're still supposed to love him and do what you're supposed to do. You're still supposed to do your wifely duties. But you will have some Christian women up here that will say, oh, well, because he's not in church, I'm not going, he doesn't follow God. I'm not going to listen to him. I'm not going to respect what he says. But then, my sister, you going against God. You going against God. No, Merchant, I didn't say he was an atheist. I didn't say that, sir. I'm saying if he's not following God's law, you already did it. You already married this person. You can't change it. Now, if before you wasn't married, okay, I'm talking about when you were dating and you found out this man was not equally yoked with you, you're not supposed to marry him. But if you got saved, my sister, within the marriage, you're not supposed to mistreat your husband and get indignant with him. You're supposed to continue to be the good wife that you are. Because let me share something with you. God will take care of his sons. He will put them where they need to be. Just continue to be the good wife. Continue to pray like you're supposed to. Continue to do what you're supposed to. Just because he hasn't attended church with you does not mean that this man is evil. He is still your husband. You still pray for him. You still do what you're supposed to do as a wife. You still make love to him. You still clean the house. You still cook. You still take care of the children. You don't throw in his face that, oh, you don't know God. I don't want to be bothered with you. You don't do that. There's nothing in the Bible that tells you to do that. Okay, you said I am an atheist. Okay, dear. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know this is how it goes. That's how it goes. God didn't say anything that you're not supposed to follow this man. He didn't say that. You still, now I'm not saying you're supposed to follow him blindly. If he doing stuff that's not right, you're not supposed to follow him blindly like that. Okay, you got to use your common sense. Polished brothers being equally yoked from the gate. Yes, honey, this is correct. Aminai says, might as well be out here making up ish. I'm tired of you, Aminai. You doing too much this early this morning, child. You doing too much. All I'm saying is to rethink what you talking. Rethink it, honey. Rethink it. We will sit up here and say, well, what works for your marriage may not work for my marriage. And you're right, it may not. But the blueprint still remains the same day after day. It still remains the same. That the man is supposed to be the head and the woman is supposed to be the helpmate. It's still, the word has not changed. It still remains the same because a man cannot protect something that he cannot control. And Louis Farrakhan said that. A man cannot protect something that he cannot control. So if his wife is out of control, he can't protect her. He can't. It can never be a partnership because he has to give his life if anything happens in the kingdom. It's him that must come forth first to protect everybody. Have a nice day, Melissa. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm trying to say. Okay? Equally yoked is a religious concept, though. Okay? Okay, this is true. If you are, then this is what you follow. Okay? I can't judge people for whatever you do. That's your business. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. But what works for me is to follow what God said. That's how I've been married so long. That's what works for me. I know my role. I can go back to the blueprint and check. I don't have to get up here and make ish up like I said. And this is the thing that we miss in our community, okay? Me and my wife are different. I'm Muslim and she's Christian. Okay. So now, guys, we done. It's 1 hour. It's 1 hour, baby. It's 1 hour. Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all take it easy. Thank you to everybody who donated to the show today. I just want to share something with y'all before we go. If you think that your marriage is equal partnership, if you think that your marriage is equal partnership and you don't have to listen to your king and you do whatever you want to do, and I'm going to share something with you, you will watch your house fall like cards. I'm just saying. I'm speaking facts. You will watch your house fall like cards. If it doesn't have a blueprint, your house will fall like cards, like play cards. Take heed to the message, everybody. Instagram, I'm gonna let you out first. Have a wonderful day, my dears. YouTube, my foundation, where I started from. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. Please be safe. Broken Traditions, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Everybody who tune in, y'all just thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all the love. I greatly appreciate all the donations. Everybody have a wonderful and blessed day. Take it easy, y'all.